Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Janita Griffin coming to you today with another message. So I was going to post my quote, but I decided that this was a perfect opportunity to do another video because today is New Year's Eve and tomorrow we'll be starting another chapter in our life. We will be in 2026, you guys. So I felt that this was a great opportunity to just talk with you about leaving 2025, getting past that, and moving forward in 2026 and making it a new chapter. Okay, so the quote for today is: "Stop letting your past trauma, regrets, and anger define you or keep you from living at your best. Those experiences are yesterday's chapters, not your whole story. You still have the power to change the narrative moving forward." So I felt this way. Felt that this was a very good quote for the transition from 2025 to 2026, because I feel like there are seasons in our past that speaks louder, and there are seasons in our past that speaks louder in our present, and it speaks louder in our future. We have memories, mistakes, regrets, trauma, anger that causes us to ruminate and think obsessively about those things that happened. These past events kind of remind us that, it kind of reminds us what we've been through and what we didn't do right and what we wish we would have done differently. So before you even realize it, we start to allow those chapters to define us and just take the driver's seat of our life. I feel like a lot of people, and when I think of negative thoughts, we may say things like, "I guess this is just how it is. This is just who I am," when we do something wrong or make mistakes, or "I'll never get past this," when you make a mistake or make a poor decision. You may say, "I am not worthy," feeling like you're not good enough, or "I don't deserve this." But the truth is, you have to stop letting these past traumas and these regret cycles keep you stuck. You have to let it stop keeping you stuck in a loop that prevents you from moving forward and flourishing and thriving and being at your best. Those experiences are yesterday's chapters, not your whole story. You have the power to change that. You have the power to leave all of that behind in 2025. Now, I know your trauma may explain parts of you, but it does not have to decide your future. Or your regrets may remind you of what you don't have, what you've missed, or what you didn't do right. The poor decisions you've made. That comes up a lot. Regrets have a tendency to cause a lot of people to dream about what didn't happen, and it creates a whole different narrative. But of course, that is a different topic that can definitely use a lot more elaboration on, that I can talk about at another time. Regrets does not have to, write the final outcome of your story. But don't get me wrong, your anger may, come from a real place of pain, but it does not have to control how you show up in the world today. It does not have to do that. I feel like, especially when working with a lot of my clients, I feel like so many people were never taught the difference between what happened to them and who they are. There is a difference. Trauma may say you're broken and this is all it's going to ever be for you. You're feeling like this is it. You're not good enough. shame, a person who may be ashamed, you have thoughts of, this, you should have been over this by now. Other people don't feel this way. There's something wrong with you. And we have fear, fear of failure, where people may say, your thoughts may say, don't try that again. You failed. If you try it again, you're going to keep failing at it. Just accept it. You do not have to accept it. You do not have to accept it. The only thing that you have to accept is that you, as long as you're living and breathing, that you have the power to change the narrative of your story. You just have to be aware, and you just have to do the work. You have to do the work to heal you. You can't leave it up to anyone else. So I just wanted people to kind of get into the mindset of leaving 2025 behind if you were in a space with 2025 that just was not productive for you, and it was hard for you. Leave all of that in 2025. Start today in your present saying, yes, this has happened, and I'm still worthy of love, growth, and peace. And rewrite it in 2026. Rewriting your story doesn't necessarily mean that you're pretending that your past didn't hurt you, that you didn't have these things going on. It's not saying that. It's just simply mean that you're saying that it shaped me, but it did not define me. Because when we stay stuck in anger, when we stay stuck in regret, stuck in blame or shame, we stop ourselves from receiving the good things that's trying to reach us. We stop that. We stop that vibration. We block all of that. We attract negative things, right? When we stay stuck. We protect wounds instead of healing them. We replay stories that were meant to be closed chapters of our lives. And here's something even more powerful. You may not have had control over what happened to you in your past, but you do have control over what happens next. You have control over what happens next. Choose therapy. It works, guys. Choose forgiveness. Choose forgiveness of yourself and others. You can set boundaries for yourself in 2026. You can choose new habits, learn new skills. Self-healing, you guys. Self-healing. Now, I don't want you to, feel like, as you work on this journey to heal yourself, that it's going to happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. You take it step by step. It happens choice by choice. It looks like changing your thought patterns, where you're saying, I deserve peace. I'm allowed to grow. I can let go of of what no longer serves me. I can let go of it. I can build something new and better from this point forward. You can emphasize and keep telling yourself that your life is not frozen in yesterday. You are no longer stuck there. Your story is not over. So if you've been carrying the past and your yesterday have been heavy for you in your past, you're carrying it on your back, today is the time to just have a talk with yourself and reflect and change your mindset. Put a period on it and leave it in 2025. You are not your trauma. You are not your past mistakes. You are not the anger that once kept you surviving. It no longer serves you. Leave it in 2025. And if there are people in your life that drained you or drain you or caused you intentional pain, and it's not a relationship where you feel that, you know, you can forgive or foster or even set boundaries with this person or people, you know, you can set boundaries and people will just run right over them. If you feel that, you know, you have relationships like that, you might want to leave them in 2025 too. Leave them in 2025 too. Because tomorrow, as we step forward in 2026, you get to make a decision. You get to make a decision to heal, to do the work, and become someone stronger, wiser, and fully committed to living your best in 2026. But you have to choose and make the decision to be better than what you were in 2025. You have to make the decision to flourish and thrive. That's all on you. You still get to rewrite your story where a lot of other people, you know, who have transitioned, they didn't have the opportunity and they will not see 2026. But you're here. So you have the opportunity to rewrite your story and do the work on healing you so that you can flourish and thrive. Okay. I also wrote down a couple of things that can kind of also help you as you make the decision to leave 2025 behind and flourish and thrive in 2026. As you make that decision to heal yourself and heal you and work on you, moving forward in 2026, I want you to practice releasing, not reliving. When you start to have old memories and old memories kind of come up for you, pause, take a breath, and tell yourself that chapter is over. That no longer serves me. I am choosing peace today. I want you to also replace self-blame without self-compassion. Replace self-blame with self-compassion. Talk to yourself the way you want someone who is in love with you talking to you. And we do want, you know, healthy, good love. That's what I mean, okay? Talk to yourself in that way. You've survived what you went through. Now you deserve your patience, your grace, and time to heal. And one more thing, I want you to take one intentional step at a time. Take one intentional step at a time. You can't fix everything all at once, okay? It's going to take time. Choose small steps, you know, look at, you know, how you can go about setting boundaries. If you would like for me to have a podcast on that topic, we can do that. Next week topic, the following week is going to be on disappointment, dealing with disappointment and how to set your boundaries. So I just want to say that was on my heart. That was a message in working with some people regarding setting goals. Leave a lot of that. Leave what no longer serves you in 2025. Your new chapter is 2026. And if you have any thoughts in your mind that, you know, you're unhappy with the way 2025 went, then you have the power to change it. No one else but you. But that is my message for today. That is my quote. And so again, stop letting your past trauma, regrets, and anger define you or keep you from living at your best. Those experiences are yesterday's chapters, not your whole story. You still have the power to change the narrative moving forward. I am Dr. Janita Griffin, and that was my message for today as we move into the new year, okay? So love you, be good to you, and expect great things for you. Until next time.